Hey, this is your sort of monthly love reading for the sign of Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the rest of June. I'm not really going to do any sort of like introduction right now because then the video will be way too long. I'm going to post a separate introductory video to talk about who I am, my philosophy when it comes to spirituality and tarot, my methods, the decks I use, all that fun stuff. So I'm pretty much just going to get into the reading. So, Cancer. I meditated for a little bit, like very briefly, on your energy, and they showed me a crab, which is you. They showed me a crab like inching up to the water and then running away. Like inching up and then running away and being like, oh, I want to stay on dry land. So I feel like that might be, some of you might be in a sort of detached energy, like where you're like, just not really like, well, Cancers are very emotional, but they don't like to show it, right? My dad is a Cancer, actually. And he's such a Cancer. So I love Cancers. But you guys are very emotional, but sometimes can be a little bit detached from it. And I feel like you're in that energy of like, I'm just gonna stay on dry land with my hard shell, and I'm not gonna deal with it. I'm not gonna deal with the emotion right now. Oh, some of you might have some heart chakra blockages too. So yeah, some of you might be repressing some stuff. Just fine. We all do that sometimes. But anyway, let's get into the reading. Spirit, what messages do you have for me for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus? That was quick. Oh, for the rest of June. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and love for the rest of June. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Messages do you have for me for... Ooh. Okay. Messages for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for... Oh, okay, I'm getting some stuff already. Alright. Yeah, that's gonna do it. Okay. Yeah. Okay, guys. Oh, you guys, some of you are really enjoying the single life. Yeah. Some of you are really, really, okay, I don't want to say fucking around, but some of you are fucking around. But like in a good way. It feels really social. I mean, this is Gemini season, so like everybody's feeling more social. Feels very social. Doesn't feel unhealthy. It feels more like I'm single. I have options. I'm gonna see what those options can give me. That's what it feels like. But there is somebody special that you have your eye on, or who has their eye on you. Might be somebody that you are... I feel like I'm picking up on a really young energy. And that might be because that's the age group that I'm in, just like early 20s. And that's probably what I'm going to attract. That's what it feels like though, like the young sort of like club bar going crowd. Yeah, I don't know. They keep giving me like swiping on Tinder. So some of you might have a lot of options, and one of these options either wants to move forward with you in a romantic way, or you want to move forward with them. There's somebody that wants to move forward give an offer of love. And there's somebody that's, has a lot of options and is weighing the options and is not totally sure about picking one. And again, it's a really social energy, a lot of celebration, not like special occasion celebration, but a lot of like, yeah, like I'm getting a lot of like healthy hedonism, if that makes sense, like going out, having fun, going to parties, hanging out with friends, which is great, Cancer, great. But we have the Queen of Swords, and she is, the Queen of Swords is interesting. I like her because she's very honest, she's very like no bullshit, but she can be a little bit detached as well. And that came out, what I said before with the crab, not really wanting to touch the water. You know, water is symbolic for emotion. There isn't definitely a reluctance to dive into that, into an emotional connection, or into emotion in general. Like there's a sense of not wanting to deal with the emotion. Wanting to push your feelings aside and be like, yeah, I'll deal with you later. You're not really here right now. I have other things to do. I have friends to hang out with. I got people to fuck around with. Overall, you're in a really good energy. You're in the Empress energy, which, you know, is just feeling in a period of abundance and self-care, taking care of yourself. Like, you're feeling good, but there is this underlying, like, either there's an emotion you want to deal with, or you don't want to open up the potential for. Let's look into what that's about. Let's clarify. Queen of Swords. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, we got the Ace of Wands again. Yeah. 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 Okay. Yeah. There's definitely something you don't want to deal with. I think for some of you, it's very similar groups. For some of you, this is not wanting to open up the connection with someone because of past pain. Yeah. Because of anxiety surrounding what that could mean. You guys are not the most trusting. Like, I'm a Scorpio. I don't trust anybody, so I get it. But there is a sense of distrust, of not wanting to open yourself up to somebody again because they might hurt you, and I get that. And the idea of somebody being able to hurt you gives you a lot of anxiety, puts you in this hermit energy where you're like, no, I gotta take time out, I gotta step away from you, I gotta think about this. I'm not sure that I really want to move forward yet in that way, because it gives you a lot of anxiety. At the same time, there's something about this connection that is going to close out a chapter for you, a really important chapter for you that needs to be closed out, that is going to bring you completion on a cycle. And you're not necessarily sure you're ready for that yet. But this completion is imminent. Yeah, I'm gonna look into the Two of Pentacles because I'm not really sure, like, where this is going is a little bit murky for me. I mean, we have, as the overall, we have Two of Cups, so we know where it's going. You're getting booed up. You are, this is a card of partnership. I mean, this is a love reading, so probably a relationship or romance. But, you know, if your love is your career, maybe a career partnership. I'm going to go in the direction of romance. You are anxious as shit about it, though, guys. All right, Two of Pentacles. What options are you weighing? Okay, Seven of Cups. Overwhelmed by options. No, not overwhelmed. Reveling in options. Reveling in options. Clarify the Two of Pentacles. Oh. Oh, those are two different people. Oh, you have a lot of options. Okay. Yeah. Oof. Okay, they're giving me... Okay. Okay. Hold on. They're giving me, like, all face cards. I don't think you have necessarily that many people, but there's a lot of people surrounding you. I'm getting a lot of earth energy. There's a lot of earth energy around you. A lot of... Yeah. You might be dealing with a Taurus. I just heard Taurus. You might be dealing with a Taurus. I feel like this is your person, though. For a lot of you, Page of Swords. This is also talking about electronic communication. Again, got that Tinder reference. There's somebody you're talking to. You could be texting them a lot. You could be... This is definitely feeling like electronic communication to me. This is feeling like somebody is not only communicating to you, but lurking a little, watching you electronically. And, again, I do feel like this is going towards a partnership with this person, but how it's going to get there is a little up in the air, because you are really not wanting, or the other person, really not wanting to deal with it. Really feeling a lot of anxiety about it, really not here for it, honestly. But this other person really wants to move forward to you, really wants to offer this to you, and either they have and you've been like dismissive about it, or they haven't because they know you're, like, they think they're going to be rejected. For a lot of them, that's the case. A lot of them, I'm feeling like it's an energy that's not confident with coming forward, sort of in this energy of like, like, they're not really that into me. They don't really want to start with this with me. That's what it feels like. Not like insecure necessarily, but not sort of like, God, what is the word I'm looking for? I don't even know if there is a particular word. Like, it feels very distinct to me, but it's hard to explain. It's like an energy of like, slight cynicism, I think. Less insecurity, slight cynicism, more like, you know, I want to move forward, I want to talk to this person, I want to see where this goes, but they're not going to want me. They have all these other options. Why would they want me? Yeah, that's what it's feeling like. Okay, I'm going to try to see where this is going, because they're not really telling me much about it. Where's this connection? Cancer's connection going. Two of Swords. More indecision. Okay. Please clarify the Two of Swords. Five of Hazards. Híjole. Oh my god. Guys. What is that about? Wow, you guys are really not wanting to deal with shit right now. The Judgment. Three of Cups again. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I feel like somebody's gonna walk away. I feel like, at least for the time being, somebody is going to walk away, or going to try to walk away. Because there's so much indecision. There's so much indecision. I feel like it's the other person. The other person's going to walk away. There's so much indecision. Cancer, I feel like it might be your person, but I feel like it's you trying to sneak away. Trying to sneak away. Even though you know that that's going to hurt you in the end. You know that that's not really what you want, but you're too afraid to deal with it. I'm like, I have to call you out. You're too afraid to deal with it. And you're trying to sneak away. It's very escapist energy, to be honest. It's feeling very escapist. Not wanting to confront emotion. Because you're so indecisive about it. You're so scared that they're going to hurt you. You're so distrustful. And I think as a result of this, they're going to feel like, it's never going to happen. I got to walk away. But we have Judgment coming in to call you out on your bullshit. What are they going to do about it? They're not going to tell me. They're not going to tell me. They're really not going to tell me. Okay. I'm not sure exactly what's going to happen. Because they're not saying much. And that's been sort of a theme for me lately. I just know the universe, the powers that be, are coming in to pull you out of your bullshit. You're in a very Eight of Swords energy, feeling very burdened by this, feeling like you just don't want to deal with it. But you're gonna have to deal with it. I'm sorry about it. You're going to. You can't be in this energy forever because somebody's gonna walk away. This person is not gonna wait around forever for you to make up your fucking mind. They're just not. I'm sorry. I don't mean to like be an asshole. But they're not going to wait around forever for you. They're going to move on. You might be getting signs about your person. You might be, I don't know, seeing their name. You might be seeing repeated numbers. Pay attention, god damn it. The universe is trying to get your fucking attention and tell you to stop putting yourself through it. I'm gonna be honest, this doesn't feel good. Like, you feel like you're having a great time. You feel like you're having a good time, but the way you're dealing with this situation, or the way the other person is dealing with the situation with you, I'm not saying it's necessarily you, although it does feel like you, Cancer. The way you're dealing with the situation is not healthy. It's not healthy. Like, you can't avoid your emotions forever, and if you avoid your emotions, they're gonna come up in another way. That's psychology. I mean, I don't know psychology, but I know that. There is a desire for partnership here. On both your ends. Both of you want this, but you are so afraid of making that leap. And you're going to push them away. You are going to push them away, and they're not going to come back. And the universe is trying to desperately get your attention and pull you out of this shit, and you are ignoring it. That's what it feels like. You are ignoring it. Well, hopefully you get a wake-up call soon. I don't see the Tower anywhere here, but I don't know. Hopefully you get some clarity on this situation, because yeah, I honestly see this just fizzling out before it starts. And wow, this put me in Hey, I'm sorry. Like, you know, I love Cancer. You know that. I said that. But you guys put me in a shit mood, man. You can't avoid your emotions forever, and why would you turn something down that you know is going to make you happy? Why would you self-sabotage like that? Okay, I'm gonna pull some animal spirit oracle cards. I'm sorry to get all down. That energy just, like, disappointed me. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I know I'm being an asshole right now. I'm not going to sugarcoat things. I'm going to call it how I see it. And I see you guys, or the people you're dealing with, acting a fool. Anyway, I'm going to pull some animal spirit cards and see if they have any more uplifting things to say than I do. Sorry about the downer reading. What messages do you have for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the rest of June? Cancer. Oh, yeah. Okay. For the rest of June. Cancer in love, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the rest of June. Okay, that'll be it. Okay, Scorpion, Zebra, and Panther. I'm going to read the definitions because I don't have them memorized, and these descriptions are super poetic and beautiful, and you'll probably get more out of them if I read them directly than try to, like, explain what they mean. Especially since, like I said, I don't have them memorized. Scorpion, which is fire energy? Yeah, fire. Passionate, competitive, tends toward isolation. The Scorpion is a passionate, determined creature. Their career is very important to them, as are a few select friends. Sometimes the Scorpion's heat festers, and they focused on an unresolved event from the past, usually a situation where they were left feeling burned. The Scorpion card says it's time to come clean about your feelings so everyone can heal and you can get back to your usual fiery but fun self. Yeah, again, like I said, I think a lot of you are really afraid of this because of some past hurt that you haven't really dealt with. And you're afraid that it's going to happen again because you're not trustful, which I get. But if you don't deal with it, it's gonna get worse. That's just how it is. And it's gonna hold you back from happiness. Okay, let's look at the Zebra. Oh my god, this is all fire energy, guys. This is all fire energy. I just realized that. So you definitely, some of you are definitely dealing with a fire sign. Sagittarius, Leo, Aries. Some of you are for sure dealing with a fire sign. Did that come out at all? Well, we had a lot of wands come out too, so probably. And you're also in very fiery energy yourself. Let's look at the Zebra. Eccentric, creative, visionary. Zebras are the most precious of gems. They are young at heart, well-cultured, and have an undying curiosity about life. Being in the company of a zebra personality not only is a delight, but also opens our minds. Be prepared. Their potent magic is contagious, and you may soon find yourself in a faraway land, expanding your worldview while having a blast. Zebras also like to contribute to the global health through environmental or volunteer work. This card may be a hint to pack your bags. I feel like that's the energy you feel like you're in right now. This really curious. Again, like I said, it feels like a really young energy. You feel like you're experiencing the world, and that's great. Do that. But balance is also needed. If there is something you're not confronting, no amount of young, exploratory, hedonistic energy is going to heal that. It's just not. Things have to be confronted to heal. Okay, Panther. Annihilation of the unnecessary. Purging. The Panther won't stand to see our growth or energy stagnate. Instead, it pounces into our lives and causes all kinds of havoc, with the ultimate intention of bringing us toward more fulfilling lives. It's unexpected, uncomfortable, and sometimes feels devastating. But after all the dust clears, it's easy to see the Panther's wisdom at work. We've all been through these experiences, and they've made us better people. Trust that the Panther's journey always leads to a brighter place. When in balance, brave, productive. When out of balance, self-destructive. To bring into balance, get rid of the unnecessary. I honestly feel like this is the universe, divine guidance, saying they're not going to put up with you, with your bullshit. They're not going to put up with you sabotaging yourself. Like I said, I didn't see a tower come out, but I did see judgment come out. And it felt like, honestly, it felt like a hint towards, like, we're watching, we see what you're doing, and we're not going to stand for it. So while the tower didn't come out, I wouldn't be surprised if in the next reading, or I wouldn't be surprised if you did have a tower moment. Sometimes they won't tell me stuff because some things aren't for us to know. Some things are for us to just, like, deal with as they come at us. Tower didn't come out, but I would not be surprised if it did, if there were a tower moment, or if in the next reading I saw some tower moments coming out, because that's the sort of energy it feels like, this, like, stagnation where it gets so fucking stagnated that something has to give. And I feel like this is the energies, or the universe saying, you are in for a rude awakening. We are going to pull you out of your repressive, crabby energy. Again, there's mutual desire for this connection to move forward, but you or the other person just doesn't want to deal with it. You're thinking about it. You're thinking about tiptoeing into the water, but ultimately you're like, the water's too cold. The water is too deep. Too much emotion. I don't want to handle it. So that's what it is, folks. Again, sorry for the downer reading, but I'm not going to tell you happy news if all I see is you acting a fool. I'm here to give you clarity. I'm here to hopefully help you see how to navigate what's coming up. But I'm not going to sugarcoat anything, so I apologize if that rubs you the wrong way. I'm not trying to be an asshole. But I'm trying to be honest. And something's got to give in this situation. That's all there is to it. Anyway, if this resonates with you, and you don't hate me too much now, please like, share, subscribe, comment. Nice things. Don't tell me I'm a bitch. Unless it's a bitch in a good way. Follow me on Instagram. My handle is Amelia Jo Wood, Amelia with an A. And I will see you guys next reading. Hopefully things have worked themselves out a little better by then, and I wish you all the luck in navigating the situation. I really do. I understand it's hard. And dealing with your emotions and dealing with trust issues is hard, but you will get through it and it'll be fine. Bye, crabs.